Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how is it going today? I hope you are in good condition. Well, my name is Nurhidayat. I'm a student of B class of English Department of State Islamic University of Madura. And now I would like to analyze lexical and phrasal category in an article titled ESP Students' Experiences and Challenges in Using Edmodo. This article was published in Journal Madura in Madura Journal, Journal of English Education in 2022, and the authors are Nurhidayat, Dwi Diana Putri, and the last one is Lesmi Febrianero. And from the article, I found 10 sentences that will be analyzed in lexical and phrasal category. The first one. Edmodo affects my handwriting ability. This sentence locates on page 26. This sentence is from noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase is Edmodo. The verb phrase starting from affects to ability. It is verb phrase. It is noun phrase. Why Edmodo is noun phrase? Because Edmodo is the name of proper noun. So the noun phrase is from noun. The noun is Edmodo itself without this sign. I forget to delete it. And then the verb phrase itself is formed by verb and noun phrase. The verb is affects. And then the noun phrase. Why it is called noun phrase? Because the noun phrase is from combination of determiner and noun phrase. Determiner is I, and the noun phrase. The noun phrase is from combination of noun and noun. The first noun is handwriting, and the second noun is ability. So Edmodo is noun, affects is verb, my is determiner, handwriting is noun, and ability is noun. The second, I get difficulty to understand materials and answer questions in Edmodo. This sentence located on page 26. This sentence is formed by noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase is I. Why I is called a noun phrase? Because I is pronoun, so I becomes noun phrase. And then this sentence also formed by verb phrase. The verb phrase is formed by verb phrase and infinitive clause. So the verb phrase is from this starting from get until Edmodo. It's formed by verb phrase and infinitive clause. The verb phrase it's formed by verb and noun phrase. Why it is called noun phrase? Why it is called verb phrase? Because the verb becomes main of the phrase. So the verb is get, and then the noun phrase is difficulties. Why difficulties become noun phrase? Because difficulty is plural, so it's called noun phrase. It's more than one, two. And then the verb phrase itself also formed by infinitive clause. Infinitive clause starting from to until Edmodo. From to until Edmodo, and then this infinitive clause is formed by preposition and verb phrase. The preposition is to, and the verb phrase starting from understand until Edmodo. So this phrase is formed by verb phrase 1, conjunction, verb phrase 2, and preposition. The verb phrase 1 is formed by verb and noun phrase. The verb is understand, and formed by noun phrase. The noun phrase is materials, because materials is plural, so it's called noun phrase. Noun. And then the verb phrase this verb phrase is also formed by conjunction. The conjunction is noun, is an. And then is also formed by verb phrase. the verb phrase, the second verb phrase is formed by verb and noun phrase. The verb is answer. And the noun phrase is questions, because question is plural, so it's more than question, it's more than one question, so it's called noun phrase. And then last, this verb phrase is formed by preposition phrase. But why? Because why it's called preposition phrase? Because this phrase consists preposition and noun phrase, so it in combination between preposition and noun phrase. The preposition is in, and the noun phrase is Edmodo. Why Edmodo is noun phrase? Because Edmodo is proper noun. It is name of an application for English. So I is pronoun or noun phrase. Get is verb. Difficulty is noun phrase and noun. To is conjunction. To is preposition. Understand is verb. Materials is noun. Material is also noun phrase, but it is noun. The noun is of the noun phrase is material without s, and is conjunction. Answer is verb. Questions is noun phrase, and the noun is question. In is preposition, and Edmodo is noun phrase. The noun is Edmodo. The third one, using Edmodo is so simple, because we can read the materials and do assignments wherever and whenever. This sentence located on page 25. The sentence is from independent clause and dependent clause. The independent clause starting from using Edmodo is so simple, and the dependent clause starting from because until whenever, wherever. Why it is called independent clause? Because this clause using until simple can stand alone, while the clause from starting from because until wherever cannot stand alone. So it's called dependent clause because there is because, so it's called clarification, more clarification about this statement, about this clause. And then the verb starting from independent clause. The independent clause is formed by noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase itself is formed by noun and noun phrase. So this phrase, why called noun phrase? Because it's formed by noun, combination of noun and noun phrase. And the noun is using, and the noun phrase is of Edmodo, because Edmodo is name of an application, so it's called noun phrase. And then the independent clause also verb is also formed by verb phrase. The verb phrase is formed by tense and adjective phrase, and then the tense is, and then the adjective phrase is formed by adverb and adjective. So adjective and adverb, the combination of adverb and adjective called adjective phrase, because this adverb describe the objective, so it's called, so the adjective become the main of the phrase, so adjective phrase. The adverb is so, and the adverb is so, and the adjective is simple. And then we move to the next, dependent clause. The dependent clause is formed by conjunction and sentence. The conjunction is because, and the sentence itself is formed by noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase is we. Why we called noun phrase? Because we is pronoun, so it is noun phrase. And then the sentence also formed by verb phrase. The verb phrase itself is formed by tense, verb phrase, conjunction, verb phrase, and adverb phrase. So why this combination called verb phrase? Because the verb becomes the main of this phrase. So the tense of this verb phrase is can, and then the verb phrase 1 is formed by verb and noun phrase, because the verb become the main, because a combination of verb and noun phrase, the main is verb, so this phrase called verb phrase. The verb is read, and the noun phrase is formed by determiner and noun phrase. The determiner is the, and the noun phrase is materials, because materials is plural, so it's called noun phrase. The noun is material. And then the verb phrase do is formed by verb and noun phrase. The verb is do, and the noun phrase itself assignment, because assignments is plural, so it's called noun phrase. The noun is assignment. And then the last verb phrase this is formed by adverb phrase. Why? Adverb phrase, this adverb phrase is formed by adverb phrase, conjunction, and adverb phrase. Why this phrase called adverb phrase? Because most or the main of the phrase is adverb, and then the adverb phrase one is wherever. Wherever. Why? Because it is combination between where and ever, so it's called adverb phrase. The adverb is where, and then conjunction is and then the second adverb phrase is whenever, because it's called a combination between when and ever. It's called adverb phrase. The adverb is when. So using is noun, Edmodo is a noun phrase, but the noun, and is tense, so is adverb. Simple is adjective because is conjunction, we is noun, all pronoun. Can is tense, with is verb, the is determiner, materials is noun phrase, and is conjunction, do is verb, assignments is noun phrase, whenever is adverb phrase, and is conjunction, and the last one is whenever is adverb phrase. Then the fourth, the subject participants are 120 students at Polytechnic Negeri Subang who have taken English for specific purpose in the academic year 2021-2022. And this sentence located on page 20. Then this sentence from the subject participants is formed by noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase is formed by determiner, noun, and noun phrase. The determiner is the, and the noun is subject, and the noun phrase is participants. And the participants, because it's plural, it's called a noun phrase. The noun is participant. And then the sentence also formed by verb phrase. The verb phrase is formed by tense and noun phrase. The tense is are, and the noun phrase is formed by noun phrase, verb phrase, and adjective clause. The noun phrase is formed by noun and noun phrase, so it is called noun phrase because the noun becomes the main. The noun is 120 and the noun phrase is noun. The noun phrase is students. I forget to write students because students is plural, so it's called noun phrase. And then this noun phrase is formed by preposition phrase because it is combination of preposition and noun. So this phrase is called preposition because the preposition becomes the main at Polynesu or Polytechnic Negeri Subang. The Polytechnic Negeri Subang is noun because it's a proper noun, is the name of the school, and then at is preposition. And then the last one is adjective clause. Why is the function of adjective clause? Because this clause is, because the function of this clause is to describe the students, so it's called adjective clause because it is supported by conjunction who, whom, with that it's called adjective clause. And then adjective clause is formed by conjunction and verb phrase. The conjunction is who, and then the verb phrase is formed by verb phrase and preposition phrase. The verb phrase is tense, verb phrase, and noun phrase. The tense is had, and the verb phrase is taken because it is the past participle form of the verb take. So it is called verb phrase. The verb is take. And then the noun phrase is English, because English is proper noun of a language. So it is noun phrase. The noun is English. And then the verb phrase is called by preposition phrase. This preposition phrase is formed by preposition phrase and preposition phrase. So there are two preposition phrase. This combination of preposition phrase called preposition phrase. The first preposition and the second preposition phrase. The first preposition phrase is formed by preposition and noun phrase. The preposition is for, and the noun phrase is formed by adjective and noun phrase. Why it's called this phrase called noun phrase? Because the noun becomes the main of this phrase. The adjective is specific and the noun phrase is purposes. I forget this is purposes. It is plural, so it's called noun phrase. So this specific adjective describes the noun phrase of it, namely the purposes. And then the second preposition phrase is formed by preposition and noun phrase. The preposition is in, and the noun phrase is formed by noun phrase and noun phrase. So there are two noun phrase. This combination of noun phrase calls noun phrase. The first noun phrase is formed by determiner, noun, and noun. The determiner is the, and the noun is academic, and the second noun is year. And then the noun phrase 2 is formed by noun. Because there are two noun, plural, I mean number, combination of 2021 and 2022 is called noun phrase. So the is determiner, subject is noun, participants is noun phrase, R is tense, 120 is noun, students are noun phrase, at is preposition, Polytechnic Negeri Subang is proper noun or noun phrase. I forget to I correct this one. This preposition phrase is formed by preposition and noun phrase, not noun itself, because Polytechnic Negeri Subang is the proper noun of the school. So the noun phrase is formed by noun and Polytechnic Negeri Subang. So it is less noun phrase and noun. Polytechnic Negeri Subang is noun phrase. Who is conjunction of adjective clause. Had is tense. Taken is verb phrase. The noun phrase is English. For is preposition. Noun phrase. Adjective is specific. The purpose is a noun. Purposes. In the academic, in is preposition. The academic, the is determiner, academic is noun, year is noun, and 2022 is noun phrase. The fifth sentence is, this group of students was considered the participant for the study since they could provide the best information related to this study via questionnaires. And this sentence located on page 20. The sentence is formed by independent clause and dependent clause. As I said just now, that independent clause is a clause that can stand alone, while the dependent clause cannot stand alone. So it's need clarification or more sentence to describe. And then the independent clause is formed by noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase is formed by determiner, noun, preposition, and noun phrase. So the main is the noun, students. So it's called noun phrase. The determiner is this, the noun is group, the preposition is of, and the noun phrase is students, because students is plural, so it's called noun phrase. The noun is student. And then the verb phrase is formed by is formed by verb phrase and the noun phrase. The verb phrase is formed by tense and verb phrase. The tense is was and the verb phrase is consider, because consider is the form of the past participle, so it's called verb phrase. And then the noun phrase is formed by noun phrase and preposition phrase. The noun phrase is formed by determiner and noun phrase. The determiner is the and the noun phrase is participants, because participants is plural, so it's called noun phrase. And then the preposition phrase is formed by preposition and noun phrase. The preposition is for and the noun phrase is formed by determiner and noun. This phrase is called by noun phrase because the noun becomes the main of this phrase. So the determiner is this and the noun is study. And then the dependent clause is formed by conjunction and sentence. The conjunction is since, or in other words, because. The sentence is formed by noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase is they. Why they become noun phrase? Because they is pronoun. And then the verb phrase is formed by tense, verb, and noun phrase. The tense is called, the verb is provide, and the noun phrase is formed by noun phrase and adjective clause or modifier. Why the function of adjective clause of this? Because this clause is to describe the noun phrase. This noun phrase, the information, the best information to describe this one, to describe this information. And then the noun phrase is formed by determiner. The determiner is the, and then is formed by adjective. The adjective is best, and the last is formed by noun. This information. And then the adjective clause is formed by adjective phrase and preposition phrase. The adjective phrase, why this phrase is called adjective phrase? Because the adjective becomes the main. The adjective is related, and then this adjective phrase also formed by preposition, which is true. And then also this adjective phrase also is also formed by noun phrase. The noun phrase is formed by determiner and noun, because the noun is become the main of this phrase, so it's called noun phrase. Determiner is this, the study, the noun is study. So this phrase, the main of this phrase is study, because this to describe study. And then the preposition phrase is formed by preposition and noun phrase. The preposition is via and the noun phrase is questionnaires, because questionnaires is plural, so it's called noun phrase. The noun is questionnaire. And then the sixth sentence is, the benefit of Edmodo is an easy tool for students to connect, collaborate, access all the online activity in one platform. This sentence located on page 2. While the sentence is formed by noun phrase, while this sentence is formed by noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase is formed by determiner, noun, preposition, and noun phrase. The determiner is the noun is benefit, the preposition is of, the noun phrase is Edmodo, because Edmodo is proper noun, so it's called noun phrase. The noun is Edmodo. And then this sentence also is also formed by verb phrase. The verb phrase is formed by tense and noun phrase. And then the tense is, and the noun phrase is formed by noun phrase, preposition phrase, and infinitive clause. The noun phrase is formed by determiner. Determiner is an, and also the noun phrase is formed by adjective, which is easy. And then the last is formed by noun, and the noun is tool. And then the preposition phrase, because the preposition become the main, so it's called preposition. The preposition is for, and the noun phrase is students, because students plural, so it's called noun phrase. The noun is student. And then infinitive clause. Why it is function of infinitive clause? Because to clarify, to explain more about the benefit of Edmodo. To clarify, because there's a preposition to, and then combine with and unite with a phrase or also, so it's called infinitive clause. So infinitive clause to describe the tool in Easy Tool or Edmodo. So the infinitive clause is formed by preposition which is to, and then the infinitive clause is also formed by verb phrase. The verb phrase is formed by verb phrase, noun phrase, and preposition phrase. The verb phrase is formed by verb, which is connect. Then is also formed by verb. The second verb is collaborate, and then formed by conjunction, which is and the last is formed by verb 3. The third verb, which is access. So there are 3 verbs in this verb phrase: connect, collaborate, access. And then this verb phrase is formed by noun phrase. The noun phrase is formed by determiner, and noun phrase. So there are two determiner. Although there are 2 determiner, but the main is noun, online activity. So it's called noun phrase. The determiner is all, and then the second determiner is there, and then the noun phrase is formed by adjective and noun phrase. The adjective is online, the noun phrase is activities, because activity is plural, so it's called noun phrase. The noun is activity, and then the adjective is describe the noun phrase. Online, describe the activity, and then this preposition phrase is formed by preposition phrase, and then this preposition phrase is formed by preposition and noun phrase. The preposition is formed by the preposition is in, and the noun phrase is formed by noun and noun. So there are 2 nouns, so it's called noun phrase. The noun is one, and the second noun is platform. So the is determiner, benefit is noun, of is preposition, noun phrase is Edmodo, is tense, and is determiner, easy is adjective, tool is noun, for is preposition, noun phrase is students, connect, collaborate, access is verb, and the conjunction is all, and there is determiner, and the noun phrase online activities, and preposition is in, and the noun phrase is on one platform. The one is noun, and the platform is noun. And then the second sentence is every teacher should be able to use innovative technology and introduce new methods to support the teaching and learning process. This sentence located on page 18. The second sentence is formed by noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase is formed by determiner and noun, because noun is becomes the main, so it's called noun phrase. The determiner is every, the noun is teacher, and then the verb phrase is formed by tense, verb, and infinitive clause. The function of infinitive clause to connect or to add another verb, because there are 2 verbs. The verb 1 is be able, and the second verb is use. So to connect this one, because it is impossible or it cannot use more than 1 verb in 1 sentence, so it is incorrect without conjunction or preposition. So to connect, to make this sentence become good sentence, so it add this sentence adds preposition, which is to connect between both verb. So the tense is solved, the verb is be able, and then the infinitive clause is formed by 2 verb phrase and infinitive clauses also. So there are 2 infinitive clauses in this sentence, but this infinitive clause is to connect. What is that? To connect between this verb and also support. So this infinitive clause to connect this verb of this verb phrase, and then this verb phrase is formed by verb phrase, conjunction, and verb phrase. So there are 2 verb phrase. The first one is formed by verb and noun phrase. The verb is used and the noun phrase is formed by adjective and noun phrase. The adjective is innovative and the adjective describes the noun phrase. So the noun phrase is become the main. And the noun phrase is technology because technologies is plural. So the technologies are plural, so it's called noun phrase. And then this verb phrase is also formed by verb phrase, which is verb and noun phrase. The verb is introduced, and then the noun phrase is formed by adjective and noun phrase. This adjective is to describe this noun phrase, so the noun phrase becomes the main, so it's called noun phrase. The adjective is new and the noun phrase is methods because methods are plural, so it's called noun phrase. The noun is method. And then this infinitive clause is formed by preposition and verb phrase. So because there is to and plus verb, so it's called infinitive clause. To is preposition and the verb phrase is formed by verb and noun phrase. The verb is support, the noun phrase is formed by determiner, noun, conjunction, noun, and noun. So there are three nouns, so it's called noun phrase. The determiner is the, and then the first noun is teaching, and then the conjunction is and then the noun is the second noun is learning, and the last noun is process. And then the eighth sentence is every assignment is set by time, so we must be fast in thinking. The sentence located on page 27. The eighth sentence is formed by independent clause and dependent clause. The independent clause is formed by noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase is formed by determiner and noun. The determiner is every, the noun is assignment, and then the verb phrase is formed by tense, verb, and preposition phrase. The tense is, the verb is said, and the preposition phrase is formed by preposition and noun because the main is preposition, so it's called preposition phrase. The preposition is by, the noun is time, and then the dependent clause because it can be standalone because there's so this dependent clause is formed by conjunction and sentence. The conjunction is so and the sentence is formed by noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase is pronoun. The pronoun is we. I forget to write, so the noun phrase is we because we is pronoun, so it's called noun phrase. And then the verb phrase is formed by tense, adjective, and preposition phrase. The tense is must be, and then the adjective is fast, and the preposition phrase is formed by preposition and noun. The preposition is in, the noun is thinking. And then the ninth sentence is there are many things that we can get from Edmodo. This sentence located on page 27. The ninth sentence is formed by subject and verb phrase. Subject is there and the verb phrase is formed by tense and noun phrase. The tense is are, the noun phrase is formed by determiner, noun phrase, and adjective clause. The function of adjective clause to describe this noun phrase, to describe this one, to describe this. So the function is adjective clause to describe this. So this clause to describe this noun. The determiner is many. The noun phrase is formed by things. Things is are noun phrase because it's plural. The thing, the noun is thing. And then the adjective clause is formed by conjunction and sentence. The conjunction is that, and then the sentence is formed by noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase is we. We become noun phrase because it's pronoun. And then the verb phrase is formed by tense, verb, and preposition phrase. The tense is can, the verb is get, and the preposition phrase is formed by preposition and noun phrase. The preposition is formed and the noun phrase is Edmodo because Edmodo is the name of an application. So there is subject, are is tense, many is determiner, things is noun phrase, that is conjunction, we is a noun phrase, can is tense, and get is verb, from is preposition, and Edmodo is a noun phrase. So there are many things is this sentence, and that we can get from is adjective clause. So from that we can get from Edmodo, that we can get from Edmodo is adjective clause. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's correct, because this clause to describe many things, so it is adjective clause. And then the last one, the last sentence is our critical thinking, fast thinking, right decisions get improved. This sentence located on page 27. The last sentence is formed by noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase is formed by determiner, noun phrase 1, noun phrase 2, conjunction, and noun phrase 3. So there are 3 noun phrase. The first, okay, starting from determiner, determiner is our. The noun phrase, the first noun phrase is formed by adjective and noun. The adjective is critical, the noun is thinking, and then the second noun phrase is formed by adjective and noun. Also, the adjective is fast, and the noun is thinking. The conjunction is and the noun phrase 3 is formed by adjective and noun phrase. The adjective is right, and the noun phrase is decisions, because decisions are plural, so it's called noun phrase. The noun is decision, and then the third phrase is formed by verb and verb. So there are 2. The first verb is get, and the second verb is improve. Well, guys, I think that's all my analysis in phrasal and lexical category of the article, and I would like to say sorry if I made some mistake. Thank you. I'm Nurhidayat. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.